but I'ma carry on and get the party cracking. The home girl, 7 carats, known for text blasting. Get she on the rob if you want action. 800 plus, it's a known fashion. Keep her back up, playing custom wheels cracking. Big Cell can keep it real, what a passion. All gas, no break, in and out of traffic. You see your brother on a hole, respect the passions. Whether they outlaws or outcasts. Big Cell's top 5 when you in traffic. Roger Rod, mind your business, stay in your own lane. Respect others and accept the game. Spread black love the old-fashioned way. You miss the West with the South, this a master pass. F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H-O. Big Cell in your radio. F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H-O. Big Cell on your radio. F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H-O. Big Cell in your radio. F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H-O. Big Cell on your radio.
There, man. Again, appreciate y'all, man. I love you guys. Thank you for the calls. Thank you for the donations.
No doubt.
Don't forget, man, support the channel, support the platform. I need you. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. And again, man, I love you guys. Don't forget the 5 things I'm gonna leave you with. Ride your own ride, stay in your own lane, mind your business. Have enough love in yourself to have some love for me. We're gonna ride for love and love to ride, man. We gone, man.
What's up, Big Cell? This is your boy Passionate from Enlightened Ministry Biker Church from Los Angeles, California. When we're not riding, we listen to FHO Podcast Radio.
Yo, man, it's your boy Big Sarge from Florida Chapter Soul Brothers, man. Y'all know how I get down. I'm always listening to my man Big Cell from FHO Podcast Radio. He keep it motorcycling.
Yo, this is Visions by Cinnamon Smiles. If I'm not advertising, networking, or promoting for you, I'm tuned in to FHO Radio with Big Cell, shout it.
Hey, cocksucker. Yeah, you. Knock it off. Sit your ass down.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
You think we playing?
And I ain't playing, no.
You better listen up.
It's the FHO Live Podcast, where the truth will be told. We promise you that.
God damn. Hey. It's Big Cell. What that mouth do besides tell the truth on FHO Podcast Radio.
Well. What it do, man? It's Friday midday. I couldn't wait to get this subject done. I had to get this subject out. I had to get this topic out because this is a hell of a topic now, especially with everybody starting back to ride. So I really don't care about the numbers today, but this is an important topic. I want you to, after you see this, man, make sure you share this with your club brothers. Make sure you share this with all the people that ride, females and males alike, because it's very interesting, and I want you to understand how complex it is. What I'm finna say. This is kind of complex. It's not hard, but it's kind of complex based on the fact that you have to understand the whole premises of the whole thing. And if you don't, then you probably gonna miss this because you're gonna be selfish and in your own, in your own feelings about this. But understand and hear me what I tell you today. I'm gonna give you some real shit, some real game, and I need you to hear me on this because I need you to understand what I'm telling you. Okay. Now, you guys see the topic. You see the subject. When I am not my brother's keeper. When am I not my brother's keeper? Okay. We all know in the Harley game, in the motorcycle culture, period, the lifestyle, period, that we are responsible for each other. That's probably one of the reasons why we join the MC is for the brotherhood, okay? And there will be times where decisions will have to be made, whether you're leaving a club or, joining another club or doing whatever, turn some air on in here. that you will have to make those decisions. Okay. I'm going to give you a couple of examples. This is important, y'all. I want y'all to hear me on this because I'm finna really preach today. Los Pedos MC, my man Mike Lowe, what up, baby? What's happening? What it do? I'm finna really do some preaching today, so I want you guys to hear me and understand what I'm telling you because it's important. Okay. Am I my brother's keeper? If you remember the story that was in the Bible, with this whole story about when it was in the Bible, when he was asked, where's your brother? And he referred to Jesus as, am I my brother's keeper? Like, am I responsible for my brother? Do I have to know where he is? Do I have to account for his every whereabouts? In the motorcycle set, we've taken that and we've incorporated to mean, yes, that we are. And we are responsible. I am to know where my brother is. I am to know if my brother is having a bad day, what he's going through, and, you know, financially, if he's straight or not. And I know a lot of us say, well, still, what club is that? What club is that, you know, persons are truly my brother's keepers? Well, there are some clubs out there. There are some brothers out there. And you might not be that way with every member, but you should be that way, especially as a president, as a vice president, as any type of leader. You should know the ups, the downs, the sideways, the whereabouts of your club members, your brothers, how they doing financially, how they're doing physically, how they're doing mentally, if they're going through something at home, even relationship related. All of these are your responsibility as the president. You take on all of these responsibilities. What I always suggest to presidents when they call me for advice is, listen, man, as a president, sit down and have some one-on-one time. You know, call some of your members and say, hey, man, I'll be at the clubhouse Saturday, man, come in, you know, I want to holler at you. You know, well, what I do, it ain't about what you did, just I want to holler at you. Because as a president and as a vice president, it is important that you know who is who. How you going to exploit the talents, not exploit, probably the bad word, but how you going to encourage the talents of your club brothers and the individuals that are in your club if you never understand their talents or don't even know their talents? How are you going to do that? You have to be able to know that. You got to be able to know their talents. You feel what I'm saying? You got to be able to know who is who and who can do what, and you know what they possess, the whole 9 yards. Now, if you're not doing that, then start doing it. As presidents and vice presidents, sergeant at arms, you need to know why this dude is acting up today. Man, he going through something. He lost his job, you know, so he gonna be drinking it, whatever it may be. But these are the responsibilities of leaders. Okay, when it comes to being in the top, when it comes to having these titles on, see, because a lot of you motherfuckers wear titles and don't have a clue or don't even care. You just want the title because you want to get in free, or you want to be able to mac at a broad. And y'all know I keep it 100. You want to be able to mac at a female, or a female mac at a male and say, yeah, I'm the president, you know, blah, 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 blah. Because we all know, hands down, we all know that the president title do get you, you know, a little bit more pussy than the most. You feel what I'm saying? For the females, it get you a little bit more dick than the most, than not having the title. You understand what I'm saying? It just is what it is. It's part of the culture. I ain't gonna change it. We ain't gonna knock that part of it. But the role of the president, besides getting in free, the role of a leader, hear what I'm finna tell you. The role of a leader is that I am my brother's keeper. I have to be. I have to be the person to be my brother's keeper, the leaders, the president, vice president, sergeant at arms, and so forth. Those three cats have to know. You have to individually know each one of your members. And that's probably hard to do for a large club. But it can be done, and it can be done within fashion, you know, the whole 9 yards. You need to as presidents and vice presidents, you need to have sit-downs and one-on-ones with your members. Separate from, you know, anything else, just, you know, we ain't talking about no discipline, but just some cool one-on-ones, like, man, what's going on with you? You know, how's the job? You know, anything, you know, whatever. And it's not about being in people's business, or it's not about this, but understand this. When you join a motorcycle club, when you join an MC, you no longer really have your business, because your business is the whole club's business, because however you feel can change the direction of this club at a moment's notice. If you having a fucked up day and you bring that shit to the club, we decide to go out Friday, you done had a fucked up Friday the way you angry or you upset about some shit, you mad about some shit or whatever, and we go out Friday and we go to a meet and greet, you feel what I'm saying? And just so happen that there's one person bump into you. Now you're gonna use all your anger and frustration from the day to create this situation. But guess what? Now it's us. It ain't just you that you jeopardizing. It's us, because now we finna get into a ruckus. Now we finna get into a fight, or we finna get into a situation that we didn't have to get into if I had knew already what your situation was. What up, Mr. Eric Hobbs? What up, Tiffany Primo? What up, Clarence Campbell? Understand this, as leaders, you have to know the individuals in your club. You have to know that. Today's topic, when am I not my brother's keeper? We're going to get into that when we get back. I just wanted to lace you with that right now, and I want to give you that piece of meat, because I want you to understand this. Everybody in your club, every brother in your club, whether they want the position or not, should be being groomed to be leaders, I want a club full of possible presidents and possible vice presidents. I don't want a club that's backbiting each other and jumping over each other and standing, putting each other down to be president. But I want a club of all possible presidents and vice presidents. I want a club of leaders. I don't want to be around nothing but leaders. That was the whole purpose of me starting this motorcycle club, starting this MC, because I want everybody around me to be leaders. I want everybody to think like leaders. I want everybody to ask questions like leaders, to see things like leaders. Because it takes all of us to run this MC. A lot of you guys are in MCs where you don't have a say-so, and that's fucked up. But that's your choice. A lot of you guys are in MCs where there's dictatorship, and that's your choice. Because the MC is not about one person, it's about the patch. It's about the entire individual. Listen, and I'm going to say this. The president in an MC ain't shit. He's just the face of the MC. The most powerful position in an MC, is the members. The members, as a member or members, that is a position. That's a title, and you can walk around with member. You understand what I'm saying? That is a position in the MC. What's your position, member? And that's the most powerful position in an MC. The members are the most powerful position in the MC, because the presidents, vice presidents, and everybody else, they work for the MC. They work for the members. That is their job, to work for the members, to educate, to edify, to build up, to motivate, to hold 9 yards to the members. So being a member is the most powerful thing in the club. It's not the president, it's not the sergeant at arms, it's not the vice president. Members. When we can come together as members on one accord and say, hey, this is what we want to do, then guess what has to happen? What y'all want to do has to be done. It has to be brought forth. No one person, no office, no board, no national committee, no founders. None of that shit is more important than the members. Now, let me say this, because I know a lot of members, okay. Inside the membership, you got all the bullshit, the cliques, and this and this, and that's why you have leaders, to break that shit up. It's the leader's job to break up the cliques and to break up the mutinies and all that bullshit. Because y'all to get together and click up on some shit just because you don't like, the color of shoes your president wearing. Man, that motherfucker when he got them shoes, I want them shoes. Man, fuck him. Oh, yeah, for real? Yeah, well, fuck him. Yeah. Then there's a whole bunch of fuck hims for some tennis shoes, but you don't even know why you saying fuck him. You saying fuck him because you following this cat that brought you in the club, or he's your cousin, or, you fucking his sister or his friend or his wife's friend or whatever the fuck it is. All the bullshit that go on, inside the MC. You understand what I'm saying? So we're going to get into that today, man. When am I not my brother's keeper? All right, be right back, y'all. Let's get it together.
God damn. It's Big Cell. What that mouth do besides tell the truth on FHO Podcast Radio.
The Chosen.
Yo, testing 1 2, testing 1 2.
Downtown, I got that heat, let's go.
Greg Street in the building. I'm riding with my homie Big Cell. FHO Radio, the podcast with the FHO NIC. Big Cell, Lil Debo, aka the Brown Eminem. Coast to coast. On the mics. Fast Harleys only. Get with it.
Cocksucker. Yeah, you. Knock it off. Sit your ass down.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
You think we playing?
And I ain't playing, no.
You better listen up.
It's the FHO Live Podcast, where the truth will be told. We promise you that.
God damn. It's Big Cell. What that mouth do besides tell the truth on FHO Podcast Radio.
Yo, this is Visions by Cinnamon Smiles. If I'm not advertising, networking, or promoting for you, I'm tuned in to FHO Radio with Big Cell, shawty.
Yo, what's up, man? This your boy, man, Mr. Let Me Hold Something himself, DJ Dirty. And you're listening to FHO Podcast Radio with my main man, Big Cell, the FHOABCDEFGHNIC. Big Cell, come on, man, speak on it, man. Let's ride.
What up? This is Chris from Exclusive Sounds. When I'm not doing music on bikes, I'm tuned in to the FHO Podcast Radio.
Big Cell, you a fool for this one. That's right. FHO. Shit. Let's roll. Huh? FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Cell in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Cell on your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Cell in your radio. FHO, banger alert, banger alert. Big Cell on your radio. Big Cell in your radio. Best podcast show since the Misfits couldn't carry on, but I'ma carry on and get the party cracking. The homegirl 7 carats known for text blasting. Get she on the rob if you want action. 800 plus, it's a known fashion. Keep her back up, playing custom wheels cracking. Big Cell can keep it real, what a passion. All gas, no break, in and out of traffic. You see your brother on the hall, respect the passions. Whether they outlaws or outcasts, Big Cell's top 5 when you in traffic. Roger, ride, mind your business, stay in your own lane. Respect others and set the game. Spread black love the old-fashioned way. You miss the West with the South, this a master pass. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Cell in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Cell on your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Cell in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Cell on your radio.
Again, appreciate y'all, man. I love you guys. Thank you for the calls. Thank you for the donations.
No doubt.
Don't forget, man, support the channel, support the platform. I need you. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. And again, man, I love you guys. Don't forget the 5 things I'm gonna leave you with. Ride your own ride, stay in your own lane, mind your business. Have enough love in yourself to have some love for me. We're gonna ride for love and love to ride, man. We gone, man. Gone, man. All right, y'all. I'm working on something. I just got a contract with Geico. I meant with you. No problem.
All right, let's reach out to the help desk.
Bear with me, guys. Yeah, I'm here. Yes, I'm here. Bear with me, everyone. No problem. Thank you, sir. Dang it. Hey, Kurt, I'm on with Geico. Give me 1 second.
Okay, I'll just let you know they're gonna call you. Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm here.
So I'm about to get everything over to you. And how much like the PO?
You can email it or fax it. It don't matter.
And what's your fax number?
770-306-1002.
Fax and email, and it's on its way.
Okay, though.
So much for providing service with Geico. You have extra.
So once I fill this out, just fax it back.
No, you'll receive an email.
Okay, that'll work. Thank you, Chief.
All righty.
All right.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
So I'm allowed to go get the customer right now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. All right, you're welcome.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm back. Got to pick up. Going to get to it in just a second. That was Geico. Been trying to get on with them for a minute. So another blessing. God is good. Anyway, let's get back to this. All right, so we're talking about when I am not my brother's keeper. Okay. The funny thing about being my brother's keeper is that it kind of goes up and down. It kind of fluctuates because on some instances, I got to ride with you. And then on some instances, I don't want to ride with you, but I got to ride with you for the patch. And then some instances, I'm not riding with you. So it's kind of funny, but we're going to break this shit down. Okay. Here's the situation. One thing you guys better know is this, is that people are watching you ride your motorcycle. People are watching you. Some of you guys are out there doing some amazing shit. You're doing some journeys. You're taking trips. You're riding your motorcycle, state lines crossing, yonder getting ground pounding, the whole 9 yards. And you got people that watch you who've never done what you've done, and they get the courage up to call you and say, hey, man, I want to take that trip with you. When next time you go into California, I want to go with you. And that's fine and dandy because I'm all about taking people with me. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. But one thing you better do, and I'm going to tell you like this, one thing you better do, because you are your brother's keeper, because you are your brother's keeper. Hear what I'm finna tell you. This shit is important. Because you are your brother's or your sister's keeper, you better make sure that you vet the individual. You better make sure that you give him a job application. You better make sure a yonder, not a job, but a yonder application. You better make sure that you give him a yonder application. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because you have to understand this. The minute you take on or you add on an individual to your journey, you are 1,000% responsible for his coming and his going, for his safety and his return. That is all on you. So when I say you vet an individual, I get calls all the time. Hey, Sal, man, I want to get that next ride with you when you're going to California. I said, I'm going on this date. Well, I'm gonna let you know. Well, you have to let me know months in advance if you're going to take this ride with me. The reason why is because months in advance, I'm going to start as a leader now, and my man Sarge hit me with this. Say you always think from a standpoint of a leader, so it's going to be different for a homeboy. But I'm telling you, for a homeboy, it's the same thing. Because once you add that person to your trip, you become responsible for that person. You are that person's leader. That person is looking for you or looking to you to get them there and back safely. That is your responsibility. Period, point blank, hands down. So understand what I'm telling you. When a person calls you and tell you, hey, man, I want to take that ride with you, the first thing you need to tell yourself is, am I my brother's keeper? That's the first question. You need to stop and say, as soon as you say, hey, I want to take that ride with you, first thing you need to stop and say, hey, am I my brother's keeper? Am I going to be willing to deal with an attitude? Am I going to be willing to deal with somebody that can't ride over 80 miles an hour? Am I going to be willing to deal with somebody that smoke at the gas stops? Am I going to be willing to deal with somebody who don't know how to make U-turns? Am I going to be willing to deal with somebody who may have medical issues? Am I going to be willing to deal with somebody who can't ride 15, 16 hours in a day? These are all of the things that you as a member, as a regular person, have to ask yourself. And this applies to MCs, SCs, RCs, and independents. Once you allow your friend to be invited on this particular trip, you are the leader and you are responsible 100% for this individual. So at this point, you better start vetting the individual. You better start making sure that the individual has everything that you need him to have in order to be comfortable with taking him on a journey. You need to make sure that the individual is everything he needs to be for you to be, not for him to be comfortable, but for me to be comfortable. I have to know that you know this, and this, and you can do this, and this, and you understand this, and this, before I even take you on this journey. I don't give a fuck what you say you're ready. Am I ready? Am I confident that you're ready the way I need you to be ready? Because this is my trip. A lot of times I take trips, man, and I take people on trips whereas I have to ride their ride. It's no longer my ride, it's their ride. So I put up with stuff and I do stuff and I ride their ride. Because it's their ride. Hey, Sal, I want to do this. I want you to take me here. Okay, it's your ride. So I'm going to ride your ride. That means I'm not going to do 800 miles a day or 1,000 miles a day if that ain't what you want to do. This is your ride. But before we get there, guess what? Everything has been broken down and explained. Hey, bro, on this ride, every time we stop early, it's on you. Every time this happens, it's on you. If a breakdown, it's on you. All these things are on you. So get this understood and get it in writing because I don't want no issues. Because that's what leaders do. That's what leaders do. The facts just came in. All right, I got that. That's what leaders do. You have to understand that if you do not vet the individual and you tell them, yeah, come on, man, for shit, we ride, come on. You are your brother's or sister's keeper. If you have a sister that can't ride his motorcycle, if you have a sister who does not know how to ride her motorcycle, it is your responsibility to say, hey, sis, man, next Saturday, let's go to the parking lot, man. Because I've even done this, keeping it 100. I've even downplayed my skills to get down to that person's level to give them the confidence to come with me to practice. Hey, man, I noticed I do the same shit. You do say, man, you just don't know it. I play it off. But yeah, I do. I tell you what, this Saturday, let's go practice. Let's go to this parking lot over here and we're going to practice this. And I help them build their confidence up. That's what leaders do. Oh my goodness. Hold on, y'all. FHO towing. Get off my phone. Anyway, that is your responsibility as a leader. That is your responsibility as a brother, as a sister. When you put that vest on, these are all of the things that you're promising. You're promising that, hey, not only am I going to be there for my brother to ride with him, it ain't just about the ride. It's more than just the ride. It's the whole 9 yards. And I think a lot of clubs are missing this. I think a lot of people don't get this part. You don't join an MC just to ride your motorcycle. You don't put a whole vest on. You don't have a person create a patch and pay for a patch and give you a patch and have you take the time to go sew it on and give you a name just so you can ride with them. It's a whole entire premises. It's a whole thing that has to be laid out. It's called brotherhood. It's called sisterhood. It's called being a brother or a sister keeper. And this is important and this is powerful. A lot of you cats are joining clubs and a lot of you cats are accepting members in clubs and have no clue of who they are, what their background is, where they come from. If they blood or crip, if they vice lord or disciples or what, all of the shit that's going on. If they gay, if they not gay, if they fucking racist or not racist. A lot of you cats are taking these people in and you're not understanding the ramifications and the magnitude of the disservice that you're doing to your MC. Getting to this point, when a person asks you, let's just say, I'm going to use two scenarios. Let's just say your club is going on a ride. Let's just say your club is going on a ride. One of your partners hear about it. He's not in the club, but he hears about it. Hey, man, I want to go on that ride with you. And what we do as MCs and what we do as even FHO, man, for sure, and you can ride with us. When a person does that and you say yes, at that point, before you say yes, and even if you do say, yeah, well, hold on, I ain't got no problem with you riding with me, but do you know how to ride your motorcycle? How long you been riding? What's the longest ride you've ever been on? Can you deal with my brothers because they gonna clown? They shoot jokes. They talk shit. One of my brothers is a crack addict. He gonna smoke crack. You might see him smoke crack. My other brother, and again, it's not so much putting the club's information out there, but I'm just using these. Don't take it as serious as people smoke crack that ride motorcycles. So I know y'all. Oh, I thought that. Yeah, we not drug addicts. We not drug dealers. None of that. But I'm just saying, all of these things need to be understood and discussed before you fully say yes and commit. You need to find out their medical history. You need to know who they are. I mean, hey, bro, you healthy? You good? Well, well, man, I just, I broke my leg 2 years ago. Okay, well, you good now. Huh? You can hold your motorcycle up. Do your leg hurt when it get cold in the morning? Because we're going to leave early in the morning at 3 o'clock. It's going to be cold. Do they still ride on your leg? Do it get cold? Do it mess your knee up? And, there's going to be a problem. Well, what about when it get hot? We're going to go through the desert. It's going to get real hot, 117 degrees. Does that mess your knee up? Does that affect your knee? You feel what I'm saying? All of these things need to be known and discussed, man. All of these things need to be asked and answered. And you need to have everything you need in order for him to ride his motorcycle with you. In order for her to ride her motorcycle with you, you need to have these things and you need to know these things. Quit letting the homeboy, the homegirl, just come on the ride because they're the homegirl or because a person is a prospect or a person is entertaining being in your club. I got that you want to be in the club, bro, but hey, man, because see, understand this. Some rides ain't for everybody. Some rides are just for the club because we know how we gonna get down. Yeah. Some rides ain't play. Well, I don't know. You got Don, Scrap Iron, Jeezy, V, J1, Julius, Bam. Yeah, play. This ain't gonna be the ride for you because these cats ain't gonna have no mercy and no sympathy on the highway. They not gonna. They not finna slow down and ride 75 miles an hour. They not finna slow down with you and let you, take your time. No, that ain't what they do. These cats right here gonna ride. I tell you, I got another ride coming up. It could probably be me and you and my partner, something like that. You got to be honest and you got to know this because understand this. Let me show you what happens. So I'm riding with my club. I didn't invite it. I'm gonna just call him Tom. I didn't invite Tom. The club don't know Tom. I met Tom. Tom met me. We good. But the club don't know Tom. The club don't have a responsibility to Tom. Other than, hey, he rides a motorcycle. We're going to ride safe. We're going to do the best we can. That is the only responsibility that the club has to Tom. Really, it's like this. Hey, so who was that nigga, man? Who was old boy? Oh, that's Tom. Oh, he with you then, huh? Yeah, okay. Well, he good. He with you. Well, keep him with you. Yeah, keep him with you back. Make sure you got him. That's how the club gonna tell you. Make sure you got him. So now I done invited Tom on a club ride. Okay, we take off. Now, it was my job to vet Tom. It was my job to find out what Tom limits and what his, what maybe some of his limitations. Tom might have to take medication. He might have to stop every 2 hours to eat a hot dog or a hamburger or a honey bun or something. But the club, that ain't how we ride. We get down. We trying to get there. So it's my job to know this. You feel what I'm saying? It's my job to know this. It's my job to know that, man, Tom just, he got a bad back. He can't be on his motorcycle more than 7 hours a day. But the club, we riding 12 hours. We doing the whole 800 today. But Tom can't make this, the whole 800. So we're going to have to break it up. Tom at the gas station, when we get to the gas station, Tom like to lick gas pumps. He like to lick the pump. The club, hey, we don't lick pumps. We gas and go. I'm just saying. I mean, because I want you guys to understand what I'm telling you. Am I my brother's keeper? Am I my sister's keeper? Yes, you are. As a regular member, as an officer, as a leader, as whatever, it is your responsibility for each and every individual that is around you. Again, this is a club ride. I'm in the club. I invited Tom. The club don't really have no responsibility to Tom because the club's responsibility is to the patch. No disrespect to Tom. It ain't no we just, fuck Tom, but it's really fuck Tom. You understand what I'm saying? But because you're on a motorcycle, okay, cool, brother, come on, hang on in, blah, 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 blah. But when it's time to ride, it's serious business. So halfway through this trip, Tom say, damn, Sal, man, I'm tired, man. Shit, how much longer we got to go? Anybody that ride motorcycles, anybody that's ever been on a cross-country journey, know that when a nigga asks that question, excuse me for the N-word, I'm sorry. When a person asks that question, it's downhill. When a person asks you, hey man, how many miles we doing today? I mean, how many more hours we got? It's downhill, baby. It is downhill. You might well go on right now and start preparing, for the bullshit. If you on a ride, a cross-country ride, a yonder ride, or whatever, and one of your club brothers asks you, hey, man, how much longer we got to go? Get ready for the erratic lane changing. Get ready for the running up into the back of you, get ready for him not to be in his position where he's supposed to be on the side of you, 2 feet back. Get ready for all the shenanigans because he tired. He done just told you he tired. You understand what I'm saying? And this the other question. Hey, man, when we going to stop and eat? Listen, when they start asking them questions, it's downhill, baby. Ride over it. It's a wrap. I'm just telling y'all some real shit. When they start asking, man, hey, man, when we gonna stop and eat? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, look, I just need 10 minutes to smoke this cigarette, man. Damn, man, we ain't got, what's the, another one. Why we in such a rush? Shit, the place ain't going nowhere. When your club brothers and club sisters get to asking them questions, it is downhill. You better hurry up and get to where you gonna get fast because if not, it's gonna get real ugly. Because understand this. Everybody that ride with me, when we say, hey man, today we got a thigh wire to knock out, man. We're gonna be on the bike about 16 hours. Everybody good? Everybody good, right? Everybody good? Because see, let me tell you something. Communication is the best thing going. It solves all of the madness. It solves all of the madness. What'd you say? My man Vito Black say Sammy Davis Jr. knock out Junior RP bad. I'm telling you some real stuff. Communication with your brother, the pre-trip prep talk and the pre-trip prep. Hey, huddle, everybody huddle. Hey, man, okay, so listen, man, we got a 2,000-mile journey. We're going to do 1,000 miles a day, man. We're going to get it done. Everybody get it, boom. All right, put hands together. Woo, FHO. So that means you ain't got no business asking me at 700 miles how many more miles we got to do. Matter of fact, you ain't got no business asking me no question. Hey, don't worry, ride your motorcycle, man. We're going to be done when we get there. Period. We're going to be done when we get there. Don't even quit asking me these questions, all that shit. Hey, we get there, we done. So listen. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my sister's keeper? Yes, I am. Do I got to be nosy? Yes, you do. Do I got to ask questions? Yes, you do. Do I have to know your medical history? Yes, you do. Do I have to know your weaknesses? Yes, you do. Do I have to know your strengths? Yes, you do. I need to know all of these things because you're coming on this journey and I'm responsible for you. Because see, what you don't understand is this. When he left his house or when she left her house, when they left home, they told their wife, hey man, I'm finna go ride with Big Sal and them. We going to so-and-so. I'm finna go ride with FHO. I'm finna go ride with Big Cell. That's what they told their wife. That's what they told their family. That's what they told their kids when they left. That's what they told their kids when they left. So guess what? The family, the kids, everybody is expecting for you to be responsible for his safe return. Not to mention he a grown ass man and bought his own motorcycle and been riding in the whole 9 yards. He, it was that's his motorcycle. He grown. Cause see, that's what we get it mixed up at. Well, shit, he grown, man. Fuck that. He knew better than to be coming, and he know how we get down and blah 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 blah. No. Being grown ain't got nothing. It does not negate you from being your brothers and sisters' keeper. Yes, he bought his own motorcycle. Yes, he's 35 years old. Yes, he the one wanted to come. He asked me to come. But guess what? It is all on you. Hear what I'm telling you now. Y'all better start understanding this and start understanding the meaning of, am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. I am to know. Before I invite you, before I let you invite yourself, before you bring your ass on this ride, I need to know, can you ride? Can you handle this? And can you handle that? Bro, it's gonna be raining. We're looking at the weather. Understand this. When you tell Big Cell you want to ride with Big Cell, I give you all the information. Hey, make sure you got this app, homie. Start exercising. I'm not just telling you that shit just because it's cute. I don't give a fuck about how you look. I don't give a fuck if you're 700 pounds or 70 pounds. Motherfucker, I'm not telling you that because, I'm telling you that because that's what's going to save your life. Upstairs. That's mine? Yeah. Set it right there. I'm telling you that because it's going to save your life. I'm not telling you that because I want you to be cute. I'm telling you that you need to start losing weight. You need to start eating healthy. You need to start drinking water. You need to start hydrating. You need to start making sure you got your electrolytes. You make sure you got your vitamins. I'm not telling you that because I give a fuck about you being healthy. I just need you to be healthy on this trip. I don't give a fuck about you being overweight. I just need you to have the energy to take this ride. You feel what I'm saying? Communication. So I invite this brother halfway through. He can't make it. Cell, man, I can't go no further. Now I'm a pay. Hey man, we ain't got that much. We halfway there. Yeah, man, but I'm done. The most powerful thing in the world, and I want y'all to hear me this. The most powerful thing in the world. I'm gonna say it one more time. The most powerfulest, if that ain't even a word, but the most powerful thing in the world is a made-up mind. When a person makes up his mind that he is done riding, he wants to quit, that's a done deal. That's a done deal. That is a done deal. The most powerful thing in the world is a made-up mind. I want y'all to understand I want you to hear what I'm telling you now. The most powerful thing in the world is a made-up mind. So when a person makes up his mind, hey, man, I can't go no more, man, and because you got to understand this, and I'm going to say this with no disrespect to the invitee, to the invited, but most likely, 9 times out of 10, the person that wanted to go, he don't really want to go like you have to go because you in the club, so you got to go. But the person that's invited, it ain't that important for me. I ain't even in. I was just coming to hang out, and then you got the grown folks shit. Well, I got my own money anyway. I'm good. Y'all can do what y'all want to do. It ain't that easy, player. It ain't that easy. You can't just switch that part of the game up in the middle of the. You can't do that. It's too much shit going on. I'm involved. I'm here, man. We in this. You came with me, goddammit. You got to get home with me. Yeah. That's just what it is. And I got to thank God for everything I got going on, man. I got a lot of stuff going on right now. I just got 2 more toes today. Anyway, so when it comes to inviting a person with you, this person, I didn't invite him, he said he was good. So guess what happens now? We at the gas stop. He can't go no more. We halfway there. So I go to the club brothers and say, hey man, my partner say he can't go no more, man. He ready to quit, man. And the club look at you and say, man, what in the fuck do that got to do with us? Because that's what they gonna tell you. Hey, player, we going home, man. Because, see, you got to understand this. They already understand that he not invested like they invested. He ain't got no patch on. He already understand that he ain't invested like we invested because he ain't got no patch on. We all got a mutual understanding. The only person that didn't have an understanding was me because I didn't vet him and I didn't let him know and I didn't give him the instructions to say, hey, bro, I got to make this trip with my club. So understand this, if I don't have no problem with you going with me. But if you can't make it, for whatever reason you can't make it, then we're gonna make sure you get safe and sound. And hey, these things have to be understood. But let me tell you why I did this show. Why I did this show. So now I done brought Tom. Tom can't make it. He ready to tap out. Riding motorcycles ain't that serious for him. It's cool, but it ain't that cool. It's some fly shit, but it ain't that fly, man. Hey, man, I done been on my bike 6 hours already, 7 hours. I'm good. I done proved my point. I done rode, you know what I'm saying? And then everybody saw me lead with FHO, so shit. I rode with FHO. I don't give a fuck if I finish the ride or not. I rode with FHO. I rode with the Soul Brothers. I rode with the Breeze. Shit. Y'all saw me lead with the Breeze. I rode with the Breeze. So now guess what happens to me? The club turns around and tell me, hey, Sal, that's your boy, man. I guess you're going to have to make this one up, player, because you got to stay with your partner. Because you can't leave him. You invited him. He invited himself. You told him, yeah, you can't leave him. You stuck. So if his trip is over, guess what? Your trip is over. That's why you need to know who you fucking with and why you fucking with them. And you need to understand, and you need to understand them, and they need to understand you. And you need to be able to tell them, hey, bro, not this ride today, because I'm with the bros and we got to get there. We got some other shit going on. Me and you'll hook up later on. There's nothing wrong with telling your partner no. I was on a big ride, 27 in a group. We had a safety meeting before riding out. Did some twists. When the president of the group was riding too fast, he crashed into another motorcycle, and he had to be airlifted. He's on life support now. Wow. Sorry to hear that, Royal Flush. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. My man Debo SUD say that's a left ass. You can't leave him, Debo. You didn't have that conversation before you left. You didn't vet him properly before you left, so you can't leave him now because he with you. Because, see, this is what you got to, I'm going to kill y'all and I'm going to let y'all go. I got to get to work. I got 2 jobs. I got me a job now. So, but I'm going to come back with part 2 of this, and I hate to cut it short, but understand this. This just me. And this may be because I'm a leader. This may be because I'm Big Sale or whatever. But I can't consciously go forward knowing that I left you backwards and then you going backwards and you already don't have the skills it takes to go forward. Hear what I just said. I'm going to break it down to you. I'm going to make it more plain. I can't even concentrate on my ride going forward because I know I left you back there and you're going to try to go back home by yourself and you didn't even know how to get to where we're going in the group. You didn't know how to do that by yourself. So now you're going to be out here on your motorcycle, taking chances, doing things that you don't know how to do because Big Sale left you. You came with Big Sale and Big Sale left you. I wouldn't be able to have a good day, good days. My whole trip would be fucked up. I just can't do it. So that means I'm going to have to tell my club, hey, man, y'all going to go. I'm going to get him back home, man. And, shit, I just got to make it up or catch the next ride. But that's what it means to be my brother's keeper. When are you not allowed to be your brother's keeper? When the rules have been set in place from the beginning. When the rules have been set in place from the beginning, like last year when I took over 40 people to California. For months, for 6 months on out, 6 months, 5 months, 4 months, 3 months, 2, all the way down to the day of. It was understood on this California trip. Understand this, for whatever reason, your bike break down or the trip becomes too much for you to handle, or a medical situation or whatever it is, this will be the time that you will get left. We will get you safe and sound to a secure location, i.e. the dealership and hotel or whatever. But then because of what we're trying to do, we're going to have to keep on going. We're going to have to move out. It was understood months and months, and all of the questions were asked. We had questionnaires about your medical and what's the longest ride you've ever taken. And I did seminars after seminars, podcasts after podcasts, personal conversations after personal conversations. I did that months and months and months and months and months and months and months before the ride. Before the ride. So therefore, nobody can say Big Cell left me, FHO left me. They just left me. You can't say that because you already knew what it was before you started. My man Emo say that's when your leadership skills come in, bro. It will be nerve-wracking, but talk them into it. Listen, I just told you the most powerful thing in the world is a made-up mind. If you say fuck Big Cell, and you've been saying fuck Big Cell, this is the one time you better listen to what I'm going to tell you. This is guaranteed fact. I've proven it time and time again, and I know it. And last year I went against it, and it cost me. When a person say they tired, when a person say they done, they tired, and they done. Don't you talk them into getting on that motorcycle. Don't you talk them into going another mile. Don't you do it. Don't the fuck you do it. You will regret it. You will fuck your whole trip up because you want, hey man, just to go one more gas tank. We almost there. Don't do it. That's why you ride with your club, because everybody in the club is already supposed to know the rules, the regulations, the understandings, and they already supposed to know how we got to get there and when we got to be there, and they already know that. The person on the outside don't know that. The person who hasn't rolled with your club don't know that. They don't know that. They're not invested like you invested. It ain't that serious to them. So, anyway, man, I hate to cut this thing short, but I got to get out of here, man. I got 3 toes that I got to do today, man. I'm already late. So, but I did that for you guys. I'll make the sacrifice, just trying to balance everything else out for you guys. But we will finish this, man. I want you guys to ask me all the questions. Inbox me your questions and inbox me if you agree or disagree. So when I come back later on today, I can kind of answer those and get it done, all right? Say, man, I love y'all. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
Hey, cocksucker. Yeah, you. Knock it off. Sit your ass down.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
You think we playing?
And I ain't playing, no.
You better listen up.
It's the FHO Live Podcast, where the truth will be told. We promise you that.
Hey, man, don't forget Nikita, Wheels of Soul birthday. He's having a big old birthday bash, man. I believe it is the 17th of July. I believe. Where is it at, Nikita? Where you at, Nikita? It's the 17th of July. He's throwing a big-ass birthday bash, so make sure you come. All are invited. Food, drinks, everything. He's going to lay it all out for you. Let me get the exact time. Hold on, y'all. Let me get that exact. What the hell? Okay. Dang it. Dang. Okay, well, it ain't. Oh, you know why? Because I'm on. Yeah, but it should be on this page right here. Anyway. Oh, not on this page. It should be on Tamika page. But that's Nikita. Also, don't forget, we got Sturgis coming up. August the 5th through the 10th is when we'll be in Sturgis. We're leaving here on the 3rd. We got a whole route mapped out where we're going to hit every Harley-Davidson dealership on the way to Sturgis. So get with me for that. I still have 1 full bedroom and 3 twin beds left. Get with me for pricing. Also, the Tampa Jamboree is going down. It's in full effect in Tampa, Florida. If you're out there, enjoy yourself. If you still want to go, get out there. And Montana Cigars is still cracking. They still open for business. Hit up my man, Montana Cigars, 678-489-7611. If you're in Georgia, you need your cigars. Everything is still a go, man. So I want you guys to know that I love you. FHO Towing is in full effect.
FHO Towing, your premier luxury motor.
Say, man, I'm on with almost every insurance provider. I'm on with almost every agency. So hit me up if you need a tow. And be safe out there, man. Be safe out there. Again, go back and watch some of the other shows. Make sure you support the channel, man. Your donations are needed to continue. I got a new camera system I'm working on, a new computer that we just got, man. Shout out to my man Terry, who donated that to FHO, but we got to get the other program and get everything up and running, man. So I love you guys. Emo, I love you. Coach M. Clark, I love you. Roosevelt Amos, I love you. Ain't nothing you can do about ATL Hot Wheels. I love you. And it just is what it is, man. So let's get it together. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my sister's keeper? Yes, I am. Let's start embracing that and understanding what it is. And I'll come back, man, to finish this thing up. I promise you, but I got to go. Love you guys. It is what it is. Let's get it, man. Let's get it, man. Big
Cell, you a fool for this one. That's right. FHO. Shit. Let's roll. Huh? FHO. 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 Big Cell in your radio. FHO. 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 Big Cell on your radio. Big Cell in your radio. Banger alert. Banger alert. Big Cell on your radio. Big Cell in your radio. Best podcast show since the Misfits couldn't carry on. But I'ma carry on and get the party cracking. The homegirl 7 carats known for text blasting. Get she on the rock. If you want action, 800 plus. It's a known fashion. Keep her back up playing cause the wheels cracking. Big Cell can keep it real. What a passion. All gas, no break, in and out of traffic. You see your brother on a hole, respect the passions. Whether they outlaws or outcasts. Big Cell's top 5 when you in traffic. Roger ride, mind your business, stay in your own lane. Respect others and accept the game. Spread black love the old-fashioned way. You miss the West with the South, this a master pass. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Cell in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Cell on your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Cell in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Cell on your radio.
Again, appreciate y'all, man. I love you guys. Thank you for the calls. Thank you for the donations.
No doubt.
Don't forget, man, support the channel, support the platform. I need you. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. And again, man, I love you guys. Don't forget the 5 things I'm gonna leave you with. Ride your own ride, stay in your own lane, mind your business. Have enough love in yourself to have some love for me. We're gonna ride for love and let it ride, man. We gone, man.